Greetings, everybody. It's Red Hunter. Last episode, we made our great escape. Among other things. This episode, we're gonna go back and talk to him. I think. I'm gonna talk to Earl and the Queen.
Maker's breath. It's good to see you in one piece, my friend.
It's good to be in one piece.
We have been praying for your safe return, Warden.
I think I've seen as much dungeon as I ever wanted.
I can believe it. Though I'm afraid if we do not act quickly to erode Logain's support, we may all be seeing a great deal of Fort Draken in the future.
What happens now?
We will need to work together, and quickly. My father has gone mad. I didn't believe it at first, but he is gripped by a paranoia so severe it prevents him from seeing sense. He saw me as a threat, yet even now I'm certain he will be telling the nobles you are dangerous murderers that have kidnapped and mind-controlled me. He may even believe it.
Can he still take the throne without you?
Perhaps. It will be more difficult for him, but if my father says the Grey Wardens are the enemy, many will believe it. He is a legend.
It's true. Our position in the Landsmeet is not strong, and this does little to help us.
At least that snake Howe is dead. That alone will not be enough, however. My father is committed to his path. You will need ammunition for the Landsmeet, and there I can help. You have only just arrived in the city, so perhaps you are unaware of some recent events. Denerim has been in turmoil since Ostagar. Many people here are angry or grieving. Strangely, the unrest is worst in the alienage. Few elves accompanied the army. They should have little reason to be upset, which means that Howe and my father must have given them reason. I don't know what is happening there, but I am certain my father has his hands in it.
A useful lead, Honora, but you could have sent this information with your maid.
That is true. I feared for my safety as Howe's prisoner. But to tell the truth, I sent Elena to you because I hoped we might join forces. You need that evidence for the Landsmeet. But you also need a stronger candidate for the throne. You need me.
And what of Alistair?
I have no doubt Alistair is biddable enough. And decent. But even with his blood, he is no king. You think only I can see it? Not only that, Alistair is a Grey Warden. It will look like you are trying to put a Grey Warden on the throne, despite your claims. I am a neutral party, and I am already queen.
Honora, you are indeed Kaelin's widow, but...
I am the daughter of Ferelden's greatest general. Who do you think truly ruled this nation for the last 5 years? Kaelin. I am what this country needs, not an untrained king who does not even want the throne. I can help you stop my father. Consider what I have said. For now, I think I will retire to my room. Warden, when you have a moment, I ask that you speak to me in private.
Well, she's quite spirited. I remember when Logain first brought her to Denerim. Poor Kaelin was a good boy, but Honora was always 2 steps ahead. Had him jumping when she snapped since the first time she batted her eyelashes. I cannot help thinking she may be trouble, but we should keep her close, all the same.
What do you think she's trouble?
This is an alliance of convenience. For the moment, we are united against Logain. Be careful how much trust you place in her. I do not for a moment think Honora means to give up her power easily. Still, I would rather have her where we can watch her than actively working for Logain.
But aren't we planning to dispose her?
Honora was a capable administrator for Kaelin's lands, but she has not a drop of royal blood. We did not fight the Orlesians all those years just to lose our royal line in a single generation. Not when there's a surviving son of the blood.
Maybe Alistair should marry her.
Are you serious? No, never mind. I don't even want to hear the rest of this. You two just keep talking about me. I'm gonna stand over here with my fingers in my ears.
That would certainly solve a lot of problems, and put forth the strongest argument before the Landsmeet to remove Loghain from power. With Therin blood on the throne, and Honora's wisdom and popularity, Ferelden could present the most united front against the Blight. Unfortunately, the marriage would never happen, unless they both agreed to it. And I suspect that might take a lot of persuading to get past her pride and his humility.
Why is it so important to put Merrick's son on the throne?
Ferelden was first united by Calenhad, the Silver Knight. For 400 years, his descendants have ruled Ferelden. That was the heritage we preserved from the Orlesians. And it is the heritage I will fight for as long as one of Calenhad's descendants still lives. Without that to unite us, we could scatter back to warring Ternians.
Also doesn't know the first thing about being king.
No, I don't, which I've told both of you on many occasions. If Honora's turned against Loghain, I say let her keep the crown. It looks better on her anyway.
You're both wrong. With a few months of experience, Alistair will make a fine king. He knows how to lead troops to defend his land. He knows how to stand and fight for justice. He knows how to show compassion to those less fortunate, and how to trust to the Maker's guidance to know right from wrong. And he knows who to turn to for aid, should that training fail him. He will be fine.
Let's talk about something else.
We certainly have a great deal to plan.
What do you think he's doing in the
Maker
alien?
knows what that man is capable of now.
Got work to do.
Of course, if I might make a suggestion, go speak with Honora. She will either be a powerful ally or a powerful enemy, and the sooner we know which she is, the better.
Alright. Let's save. So we can start talking to these people, and we'll deal with the unrest. Come on, game. Unfortunately, Alistair, you're gonna have to suck it up and marry her.
I haven't been here in a while. They've changed the dining room. Ask away.
I have some questions.
Of course.
Why did you keep your birthright a
You
secret?
never asked?
Do you not trust me? I thought we were friends.
We are friends. I didn't mean to... It wasn't supposed to... Oh, let me explain. The thing is, I'm used to not telling anyone who didn't already know. It was always a secret. Even Duncan was the only Grey Warden who knew. And then after the battle, when I should have told you, I don't know, it seemed like it was too late by then. How do you just tell someone that?
How about, by the way, I'm the heir to the throne?
Yes, well, I suppose part of me kind of liked you not knowing.
You enjoyed not telling
It's
me.
just that anyone who's ever found out has treated me differently afterwards. I was the bastard prince instead of just being Alistair. I know that must sound stupid to you, but I hate that it shaped my entire life. I never wanted it, and I certainly don't want to be king. The very idea of it terrifies me.
You probably don't have a choice in the matter.
You can say that again. I don't think I've ever had a choice in the matter. Right from when I was born, all my choices have been made for me. And now Arleman plans to put me forward as the heir. It never ends, does it? And for what it's worth, I'm sorry for not telling you sooner. It was a dumb thing to do.
Don't worry about Alistair, no harm.
I guess it's kind of a relief that you know now. Let's go.
Alright. Where is she? Alright. Watch. Alright, let's go talk to her. This one is my room. New products abandoned. Alright.
This is not as defensible as I would like, but it will do. You called.
Let's go.
As you wish.
If one more servant asks if I would like a change of clothes, I will set the house on fire. What comes, my friend?
Never mind. Hey, Artos. Alright. Hi, I just come into people's roofs without knocking. Let's save so we don't screw this conversation up.
Hello again, Warden. It is good that you came to speak with me. I will be blunt. I can see that your voice will be a strong one in days to come. It is to you that Eamon listens, and with good reason. My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler. I would welcome your support for my throne.
You proposing an alliance?
That is exactly what I am proposing. When the time comes, you support my bid in the Landsmeet to remain on the throne. You will be seen as my father's enemy, yet you will be in support of his daughter. You will be seen as supporting the interests of Ferelden, as opposed to solely those of the Grey Wardens. In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see? Together we can do what alone we cannot.
Why not simply marry Alistair, the best of both worlds?
Ignoring that the man looks so much like Calen, my recently dead husband, if you'll recall, my main fear is that he might govern like Calen as well. But it is true that Alistair has Theron blood. To some, this is more important even than practical considerations. A union might be considered a compromise, but is this something Alistair even desires?
I think I can convince
Let
him.
me say this. If Alistair is willing to stand back and allow me to continue governing the nation, then I would be willing to have him as my king. It is my understanding that governing does not appeal to him anyhow. If that is so, this is a compromise I can live with.
Why would he agree to those terms?
Do you foresee me agreeing to place an untried, unwilling man on the throne otherwise? One whose largest decisions to date have consisted of which shoe to put on first? If it will settle matters more quickly, I am willing to agree to this. But only if it will benefit Ferelden.
I will speak to him
Do
then.
so. I will be interested to hear what he has to say.
Alright, I got her agreement. I got her agreement, now I need to go get his.
So I'm guessing someone told Honora I was planning to steal her throne. She has a nasty glare. She wants to be queen. I get it. I don't trust her any more than her father, but I get it.
She wants my support in the Landsmeet.
Oh, smart. I wouldn't be surprised if that's why she arranged to be here to begin with. They say that Honora is smart, determined. She's supposedly the one who's really ruled here, not Kaelin. She's her father's daughter. Me? I say that's where the problem lies. People like her and her father always think they're the only ones who can fix things. So everyone should just stay out of their way. What do you think? When the Landsmeet comes, you might even have a say.
I think you'll make a fine king.
You say that now. Just wait, I'm full of surprises. So, I just saw Honora not long ago. Strange story. She gave me the strangest look. Like she was sizing up whether the cow was ready for slaughter. I asked her why. You know what she said? It would be like marrying his twin. I misheard that, right? Tell me I misheard.
You don't look that much like Kaelin.
I can't say I like the idea at all. Why should I even consider something like this?
Persuade, she can rule while you lead is perfect.
You might have something there. Alright, you've convinced me. If it comes to that, I'll agree to marry her. Make her help us all. Go and tell her, if you think it's a good idea. Me? I think I need a drink. Or 10.
Alright, let's go talk to the Grey Warden.
Hello again, friend. It looks as though you're no worse for wear after your stay in Fort Draken.
What are your plans now?
When I'm well enough, I'm going to continue my journey toward Ostagar. Hopefully I'll be able to trace the heart of the blight and where the Archdemon itself abides. If we want to defeat this Archdemon, we need to know where it is and how soon it might strike.
You're going alone. Shouldn't I go with you?
If there were more of us, I would agree. But as it is, I don't think we can deprive all the armies you've gathered of a commander.
I was hoping I could learn a bit more.
Well,
about
I'd be
werewolves.
happy to tell you what I know, but it seems to me that you've picked the important parts up yourself. Be firm in your beliefs, protect people from their own ignorance, and be as loyal as you can to your brothers, even knowing you'll share their deaths.
Have you ever been in this fortress?
Once only, and I'd rather not go again. It's far, lass, and very foreign. The wardens there, they fight darkspawn like you and me, but they're shaped by the winters there in the forest. They're a cold group and don't care like they should about the rest of the world. Their king is weak, and many Enders look to the wardens to rule. I hate to say this, but some of them seem to want it that way.
How many wardens are there?
It's tough to say. Only the fortress in Weishaupt has every record. But there are certainly a few dozen or hundreds in every nation in Thedas. The Anderfells are home to over 1,000. It's almost like the Archdemon chose Ferelden deliberately, knowing how unguarded it is.
Why has it been so long since the last blight?
Archdemons don't awaken on their own, you know. It takes the Darkspawn, tunneling and tunneling, searching for centuries to find one. And with no one to lead them, it must be sheer chance, or maybe instinct, which leads them. What's surprising isn't that it takes so long between blights. What's surprising is that they succeed at all. But I imagine the old gods call to them. And it's that voice in the darkness which drives them through so many generations.
How were the wardens founded?
It was near 1,200 years ago, and no one knows for sure, except that it began with a group of Ander soldiers. Apparently, they defected from their king's army, vowing that fighting the Blight was more important, and traveled all the way to Tevinter themselves. They were the first ones to track down the Archdemon Dumat, and the ones to slay him, though none survived the battle. But they had picked up followers by then, and it was they who formally founded the Order, and were recognized by Thedas.
Yes, that's all for now.
The important thing to remember is, none of that matters. When you're facing Darkspawn, all you need to know is to stop them at all costs.
We got a history lesson. Cool. Alright. Guess we should continue to politic.
Well, have you spoken to my lucky betrothed yet? Or will we be reduced to passing notes?
He's agreed to your terms.
He has? I wasn't expecting that, to tell you the truth. To marry Kaelin's brother. Well, I suppose stranger things have happened. If it will truly help matters... Is this it then? I agree to marry Alistair to retain my throne, and in exchange I give you my support. If not, then tell me now.
Marry Alistair, you have my
Done.
support.
So, we have a deal, Warden. I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain. Now, I suppose, comes the task of dealing with my father. That will be no small feat, of course, but I am certain you already know this. I imagine you have much to do. Is there anything else you needed from me?
Do you need anything?
No. And while I know your concern is hardly disinterested, still, thank you.
Alright. So we have politicked our way into I think this is the front hall. Yeah, it is. Right. Let's go and set up our next quest. I'm resting the awareness.
Indeed.
Alright.
Yes.
We've now arranged a marriage between Alistair and the Queen. That's not the only way. He's hardened. One of the reasons I spent time hardening him in this campaign is he'd insist on being king anyway if push came to shove. But this is the easiest way to get the support we need. And so we're doing it this way. In the other campaign where I'm playing Beyond the Origin Story and showing you bits and pieces of it beyond the origin story, things are going to take quite a different path. That's
And
all I'm going to
after
say.
much sweat, blood and toil, her labors ended, and the world marveled at what she wrought.
Okay. That's nice.
Bread sinners. Oh, would you stop correcting me? I know
Dwarven crafts.
Yeah,
Fine
let's see what you
dwarven
got.
crafts. Direct from Orzammar. Welcome back. Is there something else you'd like to look at? Only the...
Show me. You have a backpack, yes. And you have a Grandmaster Silver Rune, which I'm going to use. In exchange, I'm going to sell all this stuff. I think I'm going to sell all of this stuff. Yeah, I'm not really super interested in all of this. Except for Caitlyn's stuff. I may call down the dragon and try to fight it. Because that sounds fun. is a few more things we need. I know exactly where to get them. This is the maid shop. There's a book there, of course. Geography of Thetis. All that stuff, sure.
Welcome to the wonders of Thedas. We carry items crafted by the Circle, as well as
my word, yes. Okay, this is the majority of what we need is this stuff. Give me a Tomb of Arcane Technique. I mean, wow. This weapon's incredible. I want to give this to Morgaine. But no, I'm good. Use. Alright, I get an extra. Bonus to spell power. I think that I'm going to pick up Arcane Mastery. Or am I? I could. Permanent bonus to spell power or cleansing aura. Cleansing aura is better. Okay. Alright, let's go crash the alienage party. We got turned around. The main thing was we needed their own potion. We are gonna figure out what the hell is going on here, but we're gonna do that next episode. I'm already 30 minutes in almost. I'm not gonna get started on a new quest while I'm 30 minutes in. Thanks for watching. Give me a like if you like it. Leave a comment. Subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.